Taking care of your lawn is important for keeping your yard healthy and beautiful. But what about the weeds creeping into your flower beds, gardens, or even cracks in your driveway? In this guide, we'll head to a residential property and show you exactly how to remove existing weeds, prevent new ones from growing, and handle those stubborn plants that pop up where they don't belong. Many homeowners put a lot of time into keeping their grass weed-free, but often forget about the weeds sprouting in garden beds and mulch areas. These unwanted plants don't just spoil the look of your landscaping, they also compete with your ornamentals for essential resources. Weeds tend to grow faster and absorb more sunlight, water, and nutrients than most ornamental plants. Some invasive species, like Dichondra, can quickly spread, crowding out your desirable plants and taking over your garden. That's why controlling weeds in flower beds and gardens is just as important as maintaining your turf. Technically, a weed is any plant growing where it doesn't belong. So even if patches of grass are popping up in your flower bed, those count as weeds too, and they need to go. Fortunately, getting rid of weeds and keeping them from returning is easier than you might think. With a bit of effort and the right weed control strategy, you can maintain clean, healthy, and attractive beds year-round. Step 1. Remove existing weeds. Let's start at our residential lawn example. As you can see, there are several broadleaf weeds breaking through this flower bed. The first step is to remove them manually, either by hand or with a gardening tool like a hoe. Dig about 3 to 4 inches deep to pull up as much of the root system as possible. Some weeds have deep or fibrous roots, so pulling them by hand might be more effective. Once the weeds are gone, break up any soil clumps and smooth the surface. This prepares a clean, level base for your next treatment. Clear away debris, loose dirt, or leftover weeds. Don't worry if a few pieces remain. They'll dry up and die. However, remember that even if you've removed all visible weeds, there are likely seeds hidden in the soil, waiting to germinate. Without further action, they'll soon sprout, bringing you back to square one. Step 2. Apply a pre-emergent herbicide. This is where a pre-emergent herbicide comes in. Pre-emergents act as a barrier that stops weed seeds from sprouting in the first place. They won't kill existing weeds, but they're essential for long-term prevention. For ornamental beds, I recommend products containing prodiamine or dithiopyr. One of the best options is Nitrophos Barricade Pre-Emergent, a ready-to-use granular product that delivers up to 6 months of protection when applied correctly. Before applying, measure your treatment area carefully. According to the label, you'll need between 2.5 and 5.9 pounds per 1,000 square feet. Always read and follow the product instructions to ensure safe and effective use. For small spaces, a hand spreader works perfectly. Apply the granules evenly to achieve consistent coverage across the soil surface. Uneven application can leave gaps where weeds might still grow. After spreading, water the granules in with about half an inch of water to activate the herbicide barrier. You can use a garden hose, sprinkler, or let the rain handle it if there's precipitation in the forecast. Step 3. Treat remaining weeds. Optional. If you still have mature weeds that you'd rather not dig out, consider using a post-emergent herbicide before applying your pre-emergent. A glyphosate-based product is an effective choice for spot treatments. However, remember that glyphosate is non-selective. It kills any plant it touches, including your ornamentals. The good news is that glyphosate has no soil activity, meaning it won't harm other plants once it's absorbed or dried. Or, to protect desirable plants, shield them with a piece of cardboard or plastic sheet while spraying. You can also use a cone-tipped sprayer for more precise application. Once the unwanted weeds die, you can safely apply your pre-emergent to stop new growth. Step 4. Maintain long-term. Weed control. A pre-emergent herbicide like Barricade not only protects flower beds and gardens, but can also be used on your lawn to prevent turf weeds. It provides a 3-6 month residual effect, depending on application rate and conditions. With the right combination of removal, pre-emergent prevention, and occasional spot treatment, you can maintain a neat, weed-free landscape with minimal effort. Step 5. natural weed control for driveways and hard surfaces. Now, let's talk about another area where weeds tend to pop up: driveways, sidewalks, and around garages. These spaces often have small cracks or gaps where weeds can grow quickly, and while herbicides work well, sometimes a simple homemade solution does the trick just as effectively. Just a small amount of this natural spray will make weeds dry out and die completely, roots and all. It's one of the fastest and most reliable homemade weed killers out there. When weeds appear in cracks or along your driveway, you'll want to get rid of them quickly, and this spray is perfect for the job. To make the spray, mix 17 fluid ounces of water with 1 tablespoon of salt, stirring until the salt dissolves. Then add 6.8 fluid ounces of vinegar and mix again. Pour the solution into a spray bottle and shake well before use. For best results, apply the mixture on a sunny day. The combination of vinegar, salt, and heat from the sun helps dry out the plant faster. You'll notice the weeds starting to wilt and brown shortly after application. Once they're completely dry, removing them is effortless. Final thoughts and tips. Weed control doesn't have to be an endless battle. By combining different methods, manual removal, pre-emergent herbicides for prevention, and natural sprays for quick fixes, you can keep your lawn, flower beds, and paved areas looking their best year-round. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe for more DIY pest and lawn care videos.